We got a weather-assisted podium in race 3 of season 1. I don't think we'll get the weather this year in Jeddah, but we're definitely going to shoot for a podium. Let's see if we can get there. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to ASGP. My name's Aaron and I am managing Mercedes. We're back on F1 Manager and we are preparing for the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix around the Jeddah Corniche circuit. Round 3 of season 2. We've got off to an okay start this year. I think maybe slightly, well, probably more points than we did have at this point in season 1 because we've already had a sprint in the first round in Australia. Go back and check out that video and the Bahrain round if you haven't seen them. And if you're new to the channel and you're enjoying it, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're really enjoying it, and let's get stuck into Saudi Arabia. There hasn't been a huge amount happen. This was an interesting thing that popped up off screen. So George Russell requested to skip a sponsor obligation and then the sponsor has asked to rearrange it. So I've approved both of them. So Russell's focus and happiness was a bit higher for a few weeks and the sponsor will still get their appearance that they were asking for. So that's an interesting addition to the game I haven't seen before. There's not really much else to tell you apart from we're going to go into practice and we're going to try and set up the car as best we can and shoot for the podium. Alright, you join me in Q2 right at the very end of the second qualifying session because we have a bit of a problem in that Lewis Hamilton is right on the bubble. Logan Sargent fortunately hasn't improved, but Daniel Ricciardo and Pierre Gasly are on flying laps. I don't expect Ricciardo to be a problem, but the Alpine very much might be. He's just started his flying lap in the nick of time as well. So Russell is doing much better. He's in 6th position. Qualifying has been a problem so far for Lewis Hamilton this season. He's been beaten in both sessions by Russell, who coming through the middle sector has set a personal best, but Lewis Hamilton is not improving. He's got a really high percentage setup satisfaction, 97%, but he's in trouble here. He needs, hopefully he's got a slipstream there. He stays 10th. What is Gasly up to? Not improving. So hopefully the Alpine stays in the bottom 5 and we squeak through. Here comes Gasly. Stays 14th. So Hamilton scrapes in to Q3 by the barest of margins. Alright, I'm sending them both out. In fact, I meant Russell to be in front there. And now Russell is right behind Hamilton. That has not worked out well. Maybe Hamilton gives him the mega toe of the ages. In fact, Hamilton a smidge in front. What lap time have they done? They've done exactly the same lap time. That is incredible. They've done the same lap time.
Yeah, we're happy with that.
Wow. And Stroll is half second off. What on earth happened there? I'm mesmerised at that. Okay. Well, let's see what the rest of the field has got. A 27.3 is beaten by Verstappen by half a second. Best part of. Perez is actually down. But I think they're on used tyres. Verstappen, wow. 26.8 on used tyres. What an absolute robot. As Alonso goes fastest. Out of nowhere. Right. Final laps. Whoops. Didn't want to do mega speed. Right. We are currently 5th and 6th. Hamilton didn't make the flag! Oh, are you kidding me? His qualifying woes just continue, and Russell's giving a Ferrari a tow again. Perez has got in the way of the Ferrari a bit there. That has muddied Leclerc. Verstappen returns to the top of the times. Russell in 7th is probably going to demote his teammate here. And yeah, he goes 6th fastest. Leclerc had his lap ruined. Just going to do a very gentle Toto Wolff fist bump on the table there, because missing the flag was not part of the plan. Okay, strategy set. Just talk you through it before we jump into the race. Looks like a medium harder than a hard medium. And I'm just thinking do something different with each driver. Russell could be on the same strategy as most of the drivers in the top 10. Hamilton, I'm hoping, is on something slightly different. I've underfueled Hamilton by a lap more than Russell, so that he's got a little bit of extra pace to stay with the group at the front. And Russell can then stay in push mode actually a lap longer at the start to just sort of maybe make some progress. As you can see, car setups are pretty good, so why Hamilton was struggling in Q2, I don't know. Probably because the car isn't very good, but we've got very high driver confidence with both drivers. Hopefully we can make some progress. If Perez can take us forwards with him, because the Red Bull is fast, I don't know what he's doing in 8th position, but you know, Sergio Perez and the Red Bull things, maybe we can just hang on to his coattails and just carry on through with him. But let's go to the grid and see what chaos awaits us in Jeddah. Alright, just like 2023, it's a Red Bull and Aston Martin on the front row. Will Alonso get the jump into turn 1? The lights actually do go out this time, unlike in Bahrain. And let's see what the start looks like. Whoa, Alonso almost smashing into the side of a Ferrari there. Hamilton's actually going past Russell because he had the inside line. There we go. And Hamilton, it looks like, is sizing up Leclerc's Ferrari, who's lost the position to Ocon. And we are going past the Ferrari. Get in there, Lewis. Great start for Lewis Hamilton. He's up to 5th position. And on the back of the annoying Alpine, well, I say that, Leclerc's about to come back past. We have high overtake aggression. Not just yet. We won't do that just yet. But Russell and Hamilton now nose to tail. I won't do any team orders. In fact, Perez has lost a position off the start. What's tyre situation like? Mediums or softs for everybody. Hamilton the only driver on hards, so that's fine. I'm happy to do something different. I'm just going to do avoid high risk curbs on both drivers for now while we are attacking on the tyres, just to keep them under control temperature wise. Yeah, what do we do with Russell? That's a big question. Battery empty. Fine. But we're in this fight. Alonso is going with Verstappen. Tyres getting hot for Russell, driving clean air. Oh, there's been an accident and a safety car. Surely that's a red flag.
We've had a big crash here.
Ocon crash, turn 27. What is going on here? I hope we're not involved in this. Oh, he's just driven straight into the wall. That is... What? That is crazy. And how is that not a red flag? Surely a red flag. Yes, a red flag. Okay. Ocon out of the race.
That's red flag.
That's fine. Red flag. Bails us out on fuel. Let's watch his... just gets terminal understeer. Drives into the... It's like he wasn't watching.
What was that, honestly? Oh.
Yeah, what was that, Esteban? That was not his finest moment of driving. There's no point staying on the mediums. Well, I think if we go with a set of softs for George, and then what we can do is put Lewis on a set of mediums and then pit him later for maybe a set of softs. I'm thinking, because this is so early, so surely you go onto a set of softs. We've got soft tyres here to use, and if we keep having red flags, we can just keep using soft tyres. Then we've satisfied the rule for changing tyres. Got a very nicely, well, fairly scrubbed set of tyres there for Lewis in terms of the softs. Let's put him on the mediums because we can always go back to the hards if we need to. They've done a couple of laps. We'll get the race back underway. Here we go again. Can Alonso get down the inside of Verstappen, who is on a set of softs there? We push and deploy with both cars. It's only got Hamilton to neutral fuel. There is Hamilton passing Leclerc off the restart again.
We drop the lifting coast for
There
now.
we go, attack on the tyres. Hamilton passes Leclerc for 4th position. What has everyone done on tyres? So mediums for everyone 2nd, 3rd and 4th. Verstappen goes to a set of softs. Russell also on soft tyres with Leclerc, but they were new tyres for Leclerc and Verstappen. So let's see how this restart unfolds. I think if Russell's coming through to maximise his opportunities on the soft tyre, we will let him through. In fact, he's coming past the Ferrari there, I think. He's side by side with Leclerc and through. Let's avoid the high-risk curbs. And keep the tyres cool. What was happening there? Oh, don't fight, teammate. Misclick. I'm happy for them to fight. Is Hamilton going to go past someone here? He's having a look at the inside of everything. Tyres are getting too hot. Russell's sneaking through.
Just keep on top of it.
Please don't collide. Oh, it's dangerous through that corner side by side. Russell will get through. Hamilton is going to bring him down to low overtake aggression, and then once Russell gets this done, don't fight teammate. Probably deploy here and hopefully get the Aston Martin. Here we go, down the outside. Russell, we can deploy. Hopefully go past the Ferrari. Down the outside, there we go. Position gained for George Russell. He's into 2nd position. 4 and a bit seconds behind Verstappen. Now we just let him loose.
Push now.
We'll let Hamilton start to attack Alonso next time around. We need to get out of DRS range to the Ferrari, which we may just be able to do. There we go. So we've cleared signs, and now Russell has a great chance of snatching a podium. We can get Hamilton through this lot, then we have a chance of maybe even a double podium. But a lot of action still to come in this race. Let's go for it with the DRS, as Sainz and Alonso are side by side. Alonso now goes through. So I'm going to turn everything up here for Lewis. Let's go for it. We're going to go on board with him. So can we get through? I think we're going to need to be very brave on the brakes. It's going to be 3 wide. Not quite, but we have got past, I think. Oh, no, not yet. Oh, and Alonso's right in our way.
Pretty hot, mate.
But I think we've got the job done. Through goes Hamilton. Now we set up Alonso.
Good work.
And we take the position from him. Well, I was going to set up Alonso, but Hamilton's just lost the position to Leclerc because we had to manage our tyre temperatures, and Leclerc is now going to storm through on that set of soft tyres, which he's made. Oh, Hamilton, what are you doing? Come on! Losing positions to Perez. So, from looking at being 2nd and 3rd, we're now 2nd and 6th. And Leclerc is probably just hitting peak confidence and has much better tyres than Russell. So, that's not good. Yeah, we could have been 2nd and 3rd in this race, but we didn't manage to execute that overtake on Alonso, and it's cost us with Hamilton. Russell heads to the pit lane. Hamilton goes into what is now 4th position. There we go. We've got the traction out the corner and we are through. So we need to continue. Oh, Russell's had a slow stop. It's peaks and troughs with this, isn't it, this game? What was this? The right front wouldn't come off. Yeah, we'll need to do some investigating as to why that happened. Russell with DRS. Probably best to be driving clean air here. And we'll just go round the outside of Magnussen. Lovely move. Beautiful stuff. We'll give them the Haas some DRS. That is Leclerc coming out of the pit lane, and he has stayed ahead. What is he on? He's on another set of softs. Surely he can't make those go to the end from here. Surely not. Although Hamilton is going to try and do something similar. 2.5 seconds off the back of Leclerc. What's the tyre situation like? Leclerc is eating through his tyres. He'll have to look after them at some point. So, bit of a crazy race unfolding here. Alonso and Perez are in. Can Hamilton get the undercut on them? He's coming out of the final corner. Perez is coming out of the pit lane now. There's Alonso. There's Hamilton. And he splits them. So he's stayed ahead of Alonso. And we are right on the tail of Sergio Perez. He's on a set of softs. Brand new softs. Yeah, Russell's in a bit of bother here, tyre-wise. We could do with a safety car or a VSC to help him. But the hards will be slightly better towards the end of the race. Hamilton pressurising Perez and even maybe going past. Let's do it. Let's do it now. Let's get him driving in clean air. We'll just deploy and push here. Battery is empty, but no, Perez got DRS. What's going on? What a waste. What a waste there. Okay, so let's just sit behind the Red Bull and hopefully he'll tow us along and be very useful. Alonso has got past Hamilton frustratingly, but we have to manage the tyre temperatures. We need to sort out the brake cooling, so because everything's getting too hot too quickly and we are chewing up our tyres. We've gone from being one of the best cars on the tyres to we cook them basically and we fry them to jelly. But they've caught up with Russell, who's probably just going to end up in 7th position. 15 laps to go. I'm wondering if we just bring him in for a set of softs and attack to the end. I mean, where would he come out? He would come out 14th, so he'd have work to do, but he'd have tyres to do it. Actually, I'm wondering if we put him on a set of mediums, go from there. I mean, the hards will make it to the end. Would he be able to get back up to 7th position on a set of mediums? Stroll, Gasly, Hulkenberg. Yeah, I mean, not ideal. And also it'd be better if he didn't fight Hamilton. Don't fight your teammate. Hamilton, what we'll do is we'll avoid the high-risk curbs. Hopefully we can keep tyre temperatures under control that way. I think I'll just keep Russell out now actually and just hopefully he'll stay in the DRS of these two. But Perez and Leclerc are faster. Sainz is still out on mediums. He'll be pitting for a set of softs at some point. Hamilton goes past Alonso. That's good news. What we'll do is we'll harvest while we're just in front and top up as well. But we're not. I don't think we're not going to get a podium. I don't think the Ferrari of Leclerc and Perez in the Red Bull are just too quick. So it's just, can we beat Aston Martin and outscore them to make sure they don't get too far away in that battle for second. Alonso goes back through. Hamilton right on the tail of Alonso. DRS down the pit straight. Let's deploy and see if we can break away from Alonso. That's Sainz, who is in puncture territory, below 30%. Surely he pits this lap. He has to, because otherwise he's just stuffed. He hasn't pitted, and now Hamilton is right behind him. Although we have actually left Alonso behind, so perhaps Russell can challenge Alonso, who's on older softs than Hamilton is. Let's see if Hamilton can get past Sainz. It's actually allowing Alonso to catch back up. So I don't like this. We've lost a huge amount of time to Alonso. We're going to need to go full beans. Alonso's going to just come through as well with DRS here. And that's not worked out well for us because it's keeping Alonso in touch, although we're just going to leave him behind here. Russell needs to get through. Let's deploy here, do something a bit different. We've cleared Alonso, I think we have, so we can just go neutral on the ERS. Right, George, can you get through, please? Around the outside, there we go. Surely Sainz is going to pit. What is the point of that? It's just such a Ferrari strategy. What is that? Alright, we're just going to start lap 47 with Hamilton. He's dropped Alonso by 3 seconds, which is good news. So Russell is just deploying now to try and catch the Aston Martin and make it a 4th and 5th position finish for us. We are saving those final few precious grams of fuel that will get us across the line. Far too many times last season we ran out of fuel, and we only just made it to the line with George Russell in Bahrain. We do have DRS now against the Aston Martin. Russell's hard tyres are starting to serve him well. Up to George Russell to take the position. I think we'll do it right about now. So we'll have the DRS. And we're going to go into helmet cam because I misclicked. Are we going to go down the inside into turn 1? Oh, it's very close, but we're not getting through yet. So we'll maybe set it up for another one, or maybe this time? No. Let's set it up for the final corner again. Just keep that gap up to... Oh, he's gone through! He's already through! We missed it! Okay, now we need to deploy. We can attack on the tyres. It will be the final lap. We are a gram short on fuel. Alonso's going to have DRS. So we need to keep him behind here.
Okay, let's see what you got there.
Harvest the first half of the lap.
The hot temps just going to need to lift the coast.
And then is Alonso going to go through? I didn't see the opportunity to show you the replay because I was focusing on keeping Alonso behind, to be honest. But I think we're going to be all right. He's running out of tyres, it would seem. Yeah, 35%. We've managed to burn ours up a bit more with Hamilton, but with a bit of ERS deployment, that'll do nicely. The race has been won. You know which teams finished first and second. Leclerc misses out on splitting the Red Bulls. Hamilton takes 4th. Decent drive from him. Russell takes 5th. That's a decent result all round for Mercedes. We closed the gap a little bit on Aston Martin. We've outscored, I think, Ferrari as well. Sainz only got back up to 8th. Yeah, I mean, we could have had a podium, but that crazy section where we were trying to fight for position, We didn't get that right, and if we'd got Hamilton through, I don't know if Leclerc could have got through too. But he did, and he beat us to the podium. So there you go. Not a shock to see that Max Verstappen has won every race so far this season. Sergio Perez is actually doing his job and is second in the championship. Leclerc moves to third. Hamilton moves up to sixth. He's now 4 points behind George Russell. Constructors wise, we actually outscored both Ferrari and Aston Martin. So we are now just 5 points off second in the constructors. So it's a very, very close battle here. If we can nail our development, maybe we can close up on Red Bull a bit more. But that was a very intriguing, I think, Grand Prix for Jeddah. And I enjoyed it. The red flag really threw a spanner in the works to the strategy. So let me know your thoughts on the race in the comments. And as well as leaving a comment, make sure you give the video a like, hit that subscribe button as well. Thoroughly enjoying this series. I hope you are as well. You're the best fans. I'll see you in the next round in Japan. So goodbye for now.